Hello again. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Ernest Minu. Let's start with the Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah, who is asking Ghanaians to ignore the statement of the MP for Adansi Asokwa, K.T. Hammond, on the deployment of security to the Volta region, Ketu South specifically, and other parts of the border towns as far as the country is concerned. You may know this has generated some controversy with people accusing him of inciting tribalism. Well, the Information Minister, who spoke to Roland Walker on the AM show, says those comments do not represent the views of government.
I think, first of all, one of the unfortunate things that has happened is a report by some media networks. I did indeed see one on my Joy Online that says that government has double standards on what is happening across our borders. And the report sought to juxtapose what the Honorable K.T. Hammond, Member of Parliament for Adansi Asokwa, who is not a member of government, who is not a spokesperson of government, to juxtapose what he has said with what the government officials who are doing this exercise have actually said. Indeed, as I paid attention to the Honorable K.T. Hammond's video clip, the full 4-minute video clip, I want to encourage you to play the full 4-minute video clip to your audiences, not the edited version. If I heard him well, he says that he is guessing that this must be the reason for the deployment. And then he goes ahead to explain what his guess is. I think you should play it, the full thing to your audiences for them to see if indeed he said that, I guess this is the rationale. First of all, this is not a member of government. He's not the one conducting the exercise. He's questioned by journalists, and then he says he guesses that this is what is happening. And one of the first unfortunate things is this may I say, narrative around it that the Honorable K.T. Hammond has said that Voltarians are not Ghanaians. I mean, Roland, I know you, I know your network. It will be shocking if indeed that is what we all want to play back and say he has said, because what I've listened to doesn't amount to what he has said. He has expressed his personal view about why he guesses the exercise is ongoing. And I think, first of all, in the reportage, we have to be fair to him and put him in his full context. But why is this exercise taking place? When did this exercise start? Where else is this exercise starting? I think that as we are putting out these stories, all of us have a responsibility to tell the full story. As far back as March, since we started closing our borders, the government has been deploying joint security troops in various parts of the country to ensure that the borders are not compromised. You have been privy to the leaders of these security teams telling us how many people they have arrested trying to cross the border here, how many people have crossed through illegal routes and have ended up testing positive for COVID-19. It's an extensively known matter. All of a sudden, the conversation is now getting to a point where everybody is beginning to pretend that we are all not aware of this joint security operation that has gone on from about March till now, other operations like Operation Conquer Fist, etc., and are all now beginning to fall for this, may I say, narrative that has been put out that the Honorable K.T. Hammond says that Voltarians are not Ghanaians, and that will be a justification for the deployment of troops in, I think, Ketu South also specifically. I think what we need to do is to broaden the conversation. Let's ask ourselves, when did the deployment start? Where have the deployments been taking place? If I've seen a report by Rafiq Salam, I think from WA and some others from other parts of the country, and let's tell the full story so that we don't create a storm in a teacup.